What's up, guys? It's Tightwad the Mage. We're doing another game here on my YouTube channel. Gonna play some Minecraft for a little bit, and as you can see, we're on 1.20.31. Gonna be checking out some of the new stuff in the latest update to Minecraft. So if you are watching, then feel free to share any ideas or suggestions you might have for things that I can do, or ideas for things that I might be able to build or whatnot. And if you're watching this after the stream has ended, then thanks for watching. We're going to get into this. We're going to create a new world. We're going to call this Stream World. One point oh. Alright, we're going to keep it on survival. We're going to keep it on normal. Let's go down to advanced. And as you can see, this is my world seed that we're going to be using. It's going to be a random seed. We're not doing bonus chest or starting map. We are turning on show coordinates. We are going to have recipe unlocking. Everything else we're leaving the way it. I'm going to change the respawn radius to 1 because I like spawning nearby, and we're going to change the simulation distance to 6 chunks. That way we can get a little bit more going on around us. And then of course multiplayer, we're going to put this as invited players. So you have to be invited to join. If you are watching and you'd like to join my Minecraft world and play with me, you're more than welcome to do so. I will just need a message in chat letting me know what your name is, and I can see about getting you a invite. Maybe we can turn this into a nice multiplayer world. Alright, so let's get the world created and let's get started. Hopefully we get a good spawn. We get a good world going on. I like to build in the flat plains areas. I prefer to usually build with spruce, oak, and acacia wood for different things. I particularly like the spruce doors and the trap doors for things. So, looks like we have a bit of water near us. I see some mushrooms. Some giant red mushrooms and some giant, there's a giant brown mushroom over there. We seem to have spawned on top of the canopy. We've got a bit of a hill. We've got some dark oak and some acacia going on. Not particularly my cup of tea. So I think what we'll do first is we are going to first of all, we got to get down off this canopy without getting killed. So let's see if we can get down. Oh, didn't want to do that, but that's cool. Ah, we got some stuff right off the bat here. So I think what we're going to do first is we're going to try to find a nice, easily accessible tree that we can use to get us some wood, build us a boat, and then see if we can't find a more suitable place for building. I'm going to take some more of this with me. I want to try to find a nice plains biome if I can. So, and we don't have a bed yet. I don't see any sheep anywhere. Let's go ahead and take a little bit more of this with us. Not really much big on the... Seems we got water a good bit around us. I see something that may look promising over that way, but we'll find out. First things first, let's get us some wood. As you can see, the new recipe unlocking is taking effect there as soon as we've collected some wood. We've unlocked some recipes. Alright, we've got us a bit of wood. So I'm thinking... Oh, there's a zombie here. I don't know where he came from, but... Just stay away from him as much as we can till he dies. And let's see if we can get us some oak wood here, because if we do end up someplace, more than likely we'll have oak available to us in that location. However, I would like to just grab a couple oak saplings just in case. Just in case we end up someplace, maybe like one of those like weird biomes that have those like palm tree looking ones, like savanna, African jungle trees looking trees. And you know, since we're at it, we might as well grab us some dark oak too. I'll be probably saving the regular oak for building my house. The dark oak will be, and the acacia will be using to make our sticks and wooden tools and things like that, which we'll be replacing really quickly with the stone stuff because the wood stuff just seems pointless. But I would like to try to get my hands on a couple dark oak. Saplings, if we can. If we can get 4 dark oak saplings, that would be great, because that means that we could grow a large normally, ooh, let's see if we can get ourselves a stone shovel here. No shovel. Oh, we ended up poisoning ourselves. Ooh, there's another dark oak. Not sure where these zombies are coming from. It's daylight, and my understanding is that it requires a light level of 0 in order for things to spawn. I mean, it is pretty dark over here in these little cubbies. So maybe it's just one of those things with the dark oak forest where you can have some things spawning because it's a dark oak forest. Not sure. That would be something that would be very interesting to learn. Unless there happens to be some sort of a cave nearby. So no apples or anything just yet. The only thing we've had to eat here is this rotten flesh. We're gonna go ahead and eat another one just so we can see if we can get ourselves filled up on health. Why not have all the different types of woods available to us that we can get our hands on? Makes sense to do that. So we've got quite a few here. Let's see, let's grab some of this so we can grab this. And then we'll grab a bit more so that we can... Let's see. Go ahead and turn all that into... Let's change this to craftable. So we can, let's see, we're going to craft us a boat and a chest. And then we're going to combine those into a chest boat. And let's grab us a wooden pick so that we can grab us some cobblestone. And we'll go ahead and pick this back up. Let's see, let's run around a bit, see what else we can find before we hop in the water and head to another area. So there's a nice little... Looks almost to be like almost like an island, but not quite. I'm curious though, do you get mushrooms from... You do. Okay, well then this means that we can get ourselves a quick, easy meal to get ourselves healed back up. Because we can grab us some wooden bowls. And we are getting night. We have not found any sheeps yet. So we are going to have to be a bit careful here. But like I said, we can, with the mushrooms, we can get ourselves some quick, fast, and easy food. By breaking this mushroom and getting some mushrooms from it, we can get some wooden bowls and make ourselves some mushroom stew. We just gotta be careful here because it is getting dark. I'd like to grab this entire mushroom before we move on. Alright, let's pick up anything we've missed and get someplace safe. Well, I don't think there's going to be any place completely safe, but if we can get someplace a bit safer than this. I think what we may do here is... Gonna build ourselves a little bunker here. Stay out of harm's way. Gonna gonna dig ourselves a little 3x3 hole here. You might occasionally see my controller act funny. I do have a little bit of stick drift on my right joystick on my PS4 controller here. I'm looking into getting a new controller. I will be getting a new controller as soon as I can. Alright, so let's see. We're going to we're going to grab some bowls, grab some mushroom stew. Alright, so we're now back up to full health. We'll save these bowls. I think we're going to grab a few more mushrooms once it becomes daylight. Just so we can have a little bit of extra. And I'm kind of curious what the dark oak door looks like, because I haven't seen it in a while. Is there even a dark oak door? Yeah, I know there is. Let's go ahead and grab some of these. And we're going to throw one of these down here. A little less medieval than I'm used to building. I tend to build in a medieval style. I don't know, just something about playing Minecraft just brings medieval vibes to me. You know, with the whole swords and armors and axes thing. The fact that you're wearing metal armors and wielding swords just screams medieval to me. I know you can build more modern-esque type structures in Minecraft, but since most of the building blocks are stones and things like that, it just says medieval to me. I'm probably going to at some point go look at building myself a skin that looks like a medieval type skin. So, let's see. While we're here, let's go ahead and look at. We do need some sticks. So let's see. We're gonna turn a few of these. Let's see. We're gonna turn a few of these into sticks, and let's go ahead and take the rest of our dark oaks and make a few more sticks, because those are going to be crucial. And let's see, since we've got stone now, let's go ahead and make us a wooden or stone sword. And then we'll grab us a stone axe and a stone pickaxe. We'll replace the wooden pickaxe once we run out. I'm going to use it up. I don't like having wood, and I don't like throwing away something that's somewhat useful, so we'll hold on to it and use it up before we switch to our stone. And it's still night, so let's hang out here for a little bit longer. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the mushrooms can be regrown into giant mushrooms. So I think we're going to make sure we save. We're going to make sure that we save some mushrooms so that we can regrow some mushrooms later, and then those can be then chopped down and gotten more mushrooms from it. And now we have a pumpkin. We'll turn that into some pumpkin seeds so that we can grow more pumpkins. So we'll hold on to those. Got lucky there and found that one pumpkin just laying there. We'll be able to grow more from that. And it's still night. So when it is time to head out, we'll go ahead and take our boat. We'll throw some of our stuff in there just so. One thing that we need to do pretty quick is we need to find some sheep. We need to find a flat area where we can get some passive mobs to spawn. If we can get some sheep, we can get some wool, and if we can get some wool, then we can have some some beds being made. Make a couple beds. One bed will be for our home base spawn point. The other bed will be a bed that we use to travel around with when we're traveling. I like to take a bed with me just so, like, if I get stuck out somewhere, if I find something interesting and I'm trying to get to it off in the distance, then I have a bed that I can sleep if it gets night before I can get back to my home base. We will also, before we head out, we'll also be making a book and quill so that we can write down our coordinates. That way, when we're traveling, we can always find our way back to home base. It's not quite daylight yet. Not sure which direction the moon is. I'm trying to think, what else can we make benefit of here? Let's grab a couple more bowls of stew. So we haven't used all of our mushrooms up yet. Now we're just basically waiting for daylight, which it looks like it is becoming daylight. So I think we can go ahead and pick up our crafting table. We'll go ahead and grab our door so that we can use it again later. And I think we'll grab a few more cobblestone just to make sure we have enough for stone tools. We won't be coming back here for a while, so let's just use up this pickaxe. We'll go ahead and use up this pickaxe before we leave. And then we will be heading out and looking for a better place to build. Don't really feel like deforestation of an entire forest just to have some place to build, especially when we're not really accessing the materials that I want to use. And there goes our pickaxe. So we'll go ahead and grab this and we'll head out. You know what, while we're here, just grab some more oak wood. Oak wood is going to be very vital. Oak wood or spruce. The main part of our house that we'll be building, or I'll be building rather, the main part of my house is usually built with either oak or spruce. Whichever one I can get my hands on the quickest initially. And I have a pretty consistent building that I usually use for building my houses. Like I said, I tend to build in a medieval style, so we're going to go with a medieval blacksmith type of vibe. That doubles as a place to store the different types of furnaces so that we can quote-unquote live the life of a blacksmith. Oh, look, we got a wandering trader already. We don't have any emeralds, so we're just going to go ahead and kill these guys to get some leads, because the leads will come in handy later. And we got some leather there, which means that we'll be able to get some books going. We'll be able to get that book and quill since we got some leather there. And let's get up here, see if there's anything else we can get our hands on before we head out. Let's go ahead and take this cow. See if we can. We got some beef. No more leather, I don't think. I'd like to grab one more red mushroom while I'm here. Just because we had a bit more brown than red mushrooms. So if we can get a couple more. Oh, come on. Let me up. I just need one more red mushroom. There we go. Okay. So I don't really see anything else here. Besides, let's see, let's grab some more of this. And I would like to grab a little bit of sand. About 16 sand before we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, and that's going to mean that we can make some glass later. Alright. So it looks like a lot of this is going to be... I see an acacia forest over there. So let's go ahead and look around. We'll grab some more sugar cane just so we can get that book and quill going as soon as possible. That looks like some jungle wood over there. That might be worth checking out because that means we can possibly get us some bamboo if it happens to be a bamboo forest. And I do see a sheep. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take out this sheep to get us some wool. We got one. So once we get to 3, and I don't want to go too far into this dark oak forest. And it is a bamboo. Okay, cool. So that means it's kind of interesting because we've run into where a bamboo forest runs into a mushroom biome. Mushroom forest, which has given us an interesting spot where these mushrooms are like almost right up against the bamboo here. We're gonna go ahead and grab some bamboo, and while we're at it, we're gonna get one of these jungle trees chopped down. We're gonna leave the roots. Now we don't need too much of this to start off with. I don't really see a need to just chop them all down when we can plant them and grow them ourselves. I do want to get a few to start, but that means our starting crop can be pretty large. I like that little sound it makes when they break. Alright, now we need to get ourselves, let's go ahead and eat some more stew. And let's find a nice jungle tree that's like by itself. And so let's go ahead and take this one. The jungle wood's going to also be helpful to make our tools and stuff. We're just going to spiral our way up. And while we're here, we might as well try to see if we can't find ourselves some cocoa beans, and maybe if we get lucky, we might find some watermelons. First thing we're going to do is work our way up here, getting some wood. This is going to come in handy for like our sticks and wood for torches and things of the like. Another thing that's real good in the jungle areas is vines. If you happen to have shears, you can get vines really easily here. Oh. I guess I chopped one I wasn't supposed to chop. And it looks like we're at the top here, so I do want to get some jungle saplings while we're here, because that will mean that we can plant ourselves a jungle tree later, which will net us a pretty good chunk of wood if we ever need to make. Now, I probably won't be growing too many jungle trees. I'll probably, if anything, be growing large spruce trees because we'll need the spruce wood. Ooh, and that was really close. Yeah, that was a bit close, too close for comfort, to be honest. It looks like we'll be going through our soup here shortly. And it looks like it's getting nighttime again, so we may have to hang out until night is over because we were only able to get one wool. Not enough for a bed. Get back over here. Can maybe stay safe through the night by climbing to the top of the tree. Now, that's an entirely different jungle tree over there, so I think we're just going to hang out up here. Got a full inventory here. So let's go ahead and eat some more soup. We'll wait till our health fills back up. We got the moon going up over us here. Oh, got a another jungle sapling. It'll come in handy. So now it looks like we've got some mob spawning down there. And from up here, it looks like, yeah, we are pretty thoroughly surrounded by either jungle biome or dark oak forest. So we are probably going to have to head out a ways to find our forever home. Oh, interesting. It looks like there's a ravine there, a small one. Might be worth checking out. But not sure. See, it looks like we've got some spawning and then despawning. Yeah, see, it looks, they're spawning and then despawning out in the distance. We're high enough up that I don't think anything spotted us. And we're probably going to wait here until daylight so that we can safely collect the rest of this jungle wood and then head out. Go ahead and do another soup so we can get our health filled up, just in case. Yeah, definitely gonna wait till daylight. Let's see where we're at. The moon is overhead, so we're halfway through the night. The moon will be going down over there. So just gotta wait until the moon goes down and the sun comes up. And another day will be done. We definitely need to get us some more sheep. Definitely need to try to find some more sheep, because that way we can get our first bed. And I would really like to try to find a good place to actually build. I don't want to build in a dark oak forest. Too many mobs spawn in the undergrowth. Just kind of hang out waiting for the moon to go down. And I hear a zombie nearby. He may have spawned on one of the blocks. No! Okay. So, yeah, that was unfortunate. But I'm betting that we can find our way back around over there. We're just gonna have to be careful to avoid mobs so that we can get back over there to get all of our stuff. If I'm not mistaken, we were heading in this direction. Yeah, I was really not expecting that zombie to make his way up to us. Unfortunately, he did, and he got us. So it happens. But I do know where we were. So we can get back over there. I think what we should have done was we should have put a majority of that stuff in the boat. So that way, if something like that happened, we would have all of our stuff still taken care of, safe in a chest. But it is what it is. And it is becoming daylight, so I think what I want to do to avoid a lot of this is we're going to get to an area where there's not much spawned. So that way when we run back, everything will have despawned. And I think we're safe. Should be safe now. I think the hostile mobs should have despawned by now. Alright, so let's get over here and get our things back. No, I think that's everything. Let's move some stuff around. Get it back how it was. We've got our sword down here. We had our food here. Our axe here. And I don't think we had any rotten flesh. We will probably be making some more. So we're going to go ahead and all right. Okay, so ooh, and there's our melons. Was really hoping we'd come across some of these. Not only because it gives us a quick source of food besides our mushrooms, but also because that means that we can plant them later. And there's a panda bear over here. I know they hit pretty hard. And I think if you have bamboo in your hand, they'll chase after you. Might as well grab some of that while we're here. I don't want to mess with the panda. Oh, and this looks interesting here. Right, that's a black wool, but I think we'll be able to make do with that. Grab some more of this melon while we're over here. I see a couple more. And I'm not really too much worried about the direction that we're going. Ooh, because keep in mind we haven't found where our permanent building place is going to be. Not sure where the skeletons came from or how they haven't burned alive. Probably because they're not exposed to direct sunlight. We've managed to get us some melon, and I see some more melon over there. We may as... Ooh, and there's some cocoa pods. Definitely wanted to get some cocoa pods before we got out of here. So we can grow some of that on... on some jungle wood. So we got some of that. I think we need to go ahead and get back over to our boat. We can get some of this stuff and put it in the boat. And then we can go ahead and head out and try to find us a place to build. Forever home, as you will. I say forever home loosely because I know once we actually start to go try to find the end portal, we'll be leaving wherever we make camp. I use forever home in the loosest term possible. Let's get back over to our... And before we head out as well, let's go ahead and put... I'm going to put a majority of this stuff in here. We're going to keep the boat, this on us. Let's keep the bowls, and we'll keep some cobblestone. We'll keep our crafting table. We'll put this and this in here. I do need to get some ink. Because we will be needing that for our book and quill. And of course, as soon as we come across a... I've come across a few chickens, but I didn't really bother with them. And that looked like a drowned with a trident, so don't want to mess with those guys. They're pretty brutal. So we could find one more sheep. And I may have to head back because I'm not sure if this river is going to actually go anywhere let out. But if I do come across a chicken or a sheep, a chicken or a sheep. A chicken, is that way I can get a feather. I don't see any chickens or sheeps. We're just gonna follow this river a little bit and see where it takes us. Hopefully we don't run into a situation where it just dead ends. Here we go. I was hoping it would lead us back out to like a an ocean, so we could sail around a bit and see if we could find anything interesting. I think we'll just head off this way for a ways and see if we can come across any other biomes. Got some stone going on over here. Really need to try to find that third sheep. And we just got hit by a trident. Definitely don't want to hang around here. Bad idea to hang around in one spot, apparently. We got some stone outcroppings everywhere here. I see a zombie villager up there. We've got a nice little cove here. Depending on what's around this might be an interesting place to look at maybe building. I see some iron there and some more over there. Definitely want to grab those because that's 3 iron. That means a bucket. But I'd like to see what's around this. Wonder what's making... Oh, we've got a village. I don't want to get too close to the village at night, because I'd hate for something to spawn in the village and take out the villagers. But I see like a mountain over there. We do have some like oak trees here. This might be the start of like an area that we might look at maybe building something. It's not a plains biome like I was hoping for, but it might be worth checking out. Okay, it looks like we might be looking at a broken nether portal. So that might be something that we could maybe look at fixing up and rebuilding. Definitely got some village going on over there. Quite a few houses it looks like. And it's another tree type that we can collect here with the savanna wood. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. The other thing that we would be looking at is if we can maybe find a spot where we can get our hands on some spruce. Heard a trident there, had to move. Got some skeletons over there. So we've got a broken nether portal here, and I kind of want to go over there to check that out, but I don't want to get too close to that village because I have my simulation distance set a little bit higher, which means that if we get too close to the village, the villagers will spawn in and anything else will spawn in the dark. And since I'm spawning them in at night, they may spawn in outside, which means they may be able to be attacked. So I think what we kind of need to do is kind of just like hang out over here until it becomes daylight. We've got a little bit of time before then. But we've got this little area over here where we saw that iron. I think we might go over here and go ahead and see if we can't get our hands on it. We might also head back over towards the other land areas just to see if we can get some sheep to spawn in. Let's see if we can grab this iron real quick. And these other two pieces over here. Ah, there's more than two. Nice. Okay, I definitely call that a win. We might also try to get us some of this coal here. Quite a bit of coal, it looks like. And there's a lot of it around here too, so this isn't the only spot where I saw coal. So, we've got a few more opportunities to get our hands on some coal. There's a couple pieces, there's some more there, there's some more there. There's also a nice bit of kelp here we can get our hands on. And since the sun is coming up, I think we might be able to go ahead and head over towards that village. See what we can get our hands on in that village. If we want to, we'll also have to look at around the area around it to see if we are going to want to build around here. If so, we're not going to disturb the villagers too much. If we are going to ultimately build around in this area, not going to want to disturb them too much. If we're not going to build here, then we might be able to get away with snagging a few things from them, such as if they have any kind of crafting buildings, like first of all, let's see what we can find. We've got a chest, we've got some bread, and some acacia saplings, some seeds. I'm not gonna take your stuff just yet. There's 2 cauldrons. We can get away with taking one of them without ruining somebody's profession. And we've got a saddle. Okay, that means that we can ride a horse. Of which, speaking of which, there are horses here. Well, there is a horse. See, there's a loom. We can make that ourselves. It's not really a big a deal. I'm not taking your grass, sorry. For taking all your other things, but we'll leave your grass here. And there's a smelter. And this one doesn't even have a chest. There, see, this is something that is definitely going to be, if we're not building around here, I could always come here and use this to make things without having to mess with the villager who's using it. like I said, it's dependent upon whether we're going to build here or not. Because if we're not, then it's coming with us. I'm starting to get the idea that I'm really thinking I'm not necessarily going to build here. Unless, of course, there's more than one. Because if there's more than one... Which there is, more than one. And there's a grindstone which I can make myself. So yeah, it looks like the only thing of interest that we can get here is we got one cauldron. And I think that one up there on the top of that hill, since there's not really much else up there. There's not really any farmers here, from what I can see. I was hoping maybe I could get my hands on some different crops, but it looks like these are all just wheat seeds. A lot of times in these savanna villages you'll find sometimes you'll find a bunch of different like types of crops. We'll definitely take your hay or wheat bales, hay bales, whatever you want to call them. Officially they're hay bales, but they're made from wheat, so they're not necessarily hay per se. So no carrots, no potatoes. We are going to take you to get some more wool. And we're going to go ahead and go up here and take this brewing stand, because it doesn't look like any of the villagers are using it. And that means that we don't have to go to the nether to get a blaze rod to make one. So yeah, that's going to be that. And I think we'll keep looking for some place to build our forever home. There's not really much else here. And I think, sorry about killing your sheep there, buddy, but, yep. But, I needed the wool for a bed. I know you would have just sheared them. I don't have. I could have used my iron and maybe some shears and left your sheep, but you'll just have to find you somewhere. I know I mean. You'll have to find you some more sheep and grow them. Oh, and we also are going to need a chicken. So hopefully let's see if we get a feather here. No feather. No feather. Okay. Well, let's see. There's some leather. Let's see if we can get another chicken to spawn. There's another sheep over here. And it looks like there's a bit of a cave there. We might check that out real quick before we wander away from here. It's not really so much of a cave as it is like an overhanging rock. Yeah, it's not really too much of a cave. Let's see, another sheep's just spawned over here. Let's go ahead and go grab him. We really need a chicken. Ah, here we go. Let's see. Will you give us a feather? No, of course not. Why would you give us a feather? That's all we want is a feather. Yes! Feathers! Yay! Alright, so it is getting close to being nighttime. I definitely want to get out of the village before nighttime drops, so that we don't cause them to get attacked by zombies. I think we'll head over here to the broken nether portal just to see what we can get our hands on. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a flint and steel. That's a possibility. Yes, and we've got 2. Not to mention that we've got a few obsidians, not as many as we would need, and a few golden tools and armors that we can we're gonna grab this chest and we're going to and we have ourselves a bed. So that means we can skip the nights now. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of stuff here. We've got a bed now, which means we can skip night by sleeping. We just need to find our forever home. So I think what we'll need to do is we'll need to just pick a direction and head in that direction. I can't really pick up the boat, because if I pick up the boat with the chest, then everything that's in the chest goes out of the chest, all over the ground. Which means we'll need to have a permanent place. I think we've pretty much ran into a situation now where we've collected everything that we can possibly collect. Our inventories are getting pretty full. We're going to definitely have to start looking at finding a place to stay permanent, like place to build. I kind of want to go ahead and craft the book in quill so that we can mark down the location of this this village. See if it'll let us cut through here. Okay, so we're through. More savannah. Savannah wouldn't be too bad to build, but I would really like to try to find and we ran into one of these biomes. Yeah. I'm not liking this game world too much. We might have to start over. Nah, we'll just have to figure it out. See, we may have to head the opposite direction. Oh, okay. What we got going on here? Another village. Smaller village. We've got an emerald. Some gold nuggets. Yes, we've got carrots now. No potatoes. Or at least not up here, but it looks like we have potatoes here. So I need to find something I can get rid of, like... Ah, here we go. Is this a plains? Or is this another dark oak situation? Let's go around here and look and see what we see. We may be able to get away with a mountain. A mountainous area. As long as it's got some oak wood and some flat areas that we can get to build. I think we could I think I'd be okay with see, it looks like it is on one side, but then on the other side it's jungle. Yeah, see, I think I'm gonna have to keep looking because I'm not really. And of course, we're back to the dark oak forest. I was really hoping to keep heading west along with the setting sun. But obviously I don't want to leave my boat behind. Can't take all the stuff in my boat with me at the moment. Just gonna have to keep sailing and hope that we just hope this river keeps going. Or at least until it opens up into another ocean. Now see, here's something we might be able to get away with. And that's an acacia forest. Because it is flat for the most part. Like maybe over here in this area. See what we can get. Ooh, some golden carrots. Definitely want to grab these. We've got some more obsidian. Now we're full. Actually, I take that back. Now we're full. Now we've collected everything that we can collect there. Yeah, see? I think we're good over here because we've run into an area where there's oak and acacia. Well, we're out of the dark oak. We've got a bit of a flat area over here. Yeah. So I'm thinking this might be a good place. Got some horses here. Got some water. It's a little bit of a hill area. But I think we can probably make do with this. We've got oak wood around. Let's get off the boat and take a look around. We've got some sheep and some cows spawning passively. Let's go up here to the top and take a look. Oh, okay, we've got some nice flat areas that we can build. Like I said, we've got some horses spawning, because it is a... I think we've got a nice, decent place here to build a house. Looks like we got a cave or something going on over there. Yeah, I think we can definitely make do with some areas over here. We just got to find the right spot to build. I'm actually thinking that maybe this might be one of the best spots to build here because it's nice, big, flat area. A couple different little areas where there's caves. Might have to terrain the ground a little bit. Take a couple layers of dirt off the top. I think this is where we're going to build. So we're going to have to get all of our stuff up here from the boat, which is over there. And we're going to have to start terraforming just a little here so we can get a nice big flat area to start building our home. We're going to start by placing our crafting table. And I don't have any wood on me, but I do have 2 chests already. It's a good thing I grabbed those. So we can go ahead and... No, we're going to keep this and this on me because we'll need those. But all the rest of the stuff... Let's go get our boat from over here. Get all of our stuff out of the boat's inventory, and then we'll bring our boat around. Now, where did we park that thing? Over here. I think we'll bring it around closer so that we have less distance to travel. So let's go ahead and head back around over this way. And because we have caves underneath us, or at least near us, there's a very good possibility that once we start building our house and we start building our what I like to call my mine shaft, there's a good strong possibility that once we start doing that, that we will have some situations where we do run into some things like this underground. Okay, I guess we're going to okay, so we'll grab our boat, take it with us as well. And it looks like we have a bit of a ravine here as well that continues across. So we have this little area where we can get across here. And we might even be able to work our way down to a deep dark area, because it is a possibility that we could run into one of those. Alright, so let's take everything out of our inventory out of here. Alright, and then let's see what we're left with. Let's see what we're working with here. We've got some oak saplings. I guess we're going to be building our house with oak initially. So, but we are going to need another axe soon because it looks like ours is about to break. And since we don't have it doesn't look like we have a whole lot of oak. I think the first thing we're gonna have to do is go ahead and start terraforming. So we are gonna have to start digging the ground up. We may run into some stone. That's okay. We are going to have a lot of dirt when we're done. We may have to make a few shovels here because we really don't want to do this by hand. And I think because of the fact that we're going to be dealing with making a lot of shovels, I was going to save these for when I actually got the area cleared, because I like to use them when I'm actually growing but I think I may just go ahead and plant them now. So that way when I need wood I can We'll go ahead and use some jungle wood here for making some more It's a lot of terraforming that I'm doing, but it's ultimately necessary, or at least I think it is. And it's getting dark again. A little bit of silence there for a while I was doing all that. Wasn't talking much, just got a little hyper focus on what I was doing there. Alright, so it's getting dark again. I want to get over here and sleep before the mobs start spawning. It's a lot of dirt to dig up. Starting to regret my decision to build here. Alrighty. Okay, time to go craft a couple more shovels. A lot of digging. Sorry about the silence. No one's watching me right now anyway, so... If you are watching this video after the fact of my stream being over, then, yeah, no one was watching me when I was doing this. No one wants to see somebody digging for 3 Minecraft days straight. Had more commentary in my Hollow Knight videos than this. It is getting dark, so it looks like it's about time for me to go hit the bed again. And on that note, with the broken shovel, we will hit the bed. Oh, and we've got a creeper over there. And we've got one down there too. It's like, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna head this way a little bit. See if we can get the creepers to despawn. Now we'll head back and see what we've got. I see we've got a few of these little openings here and there. Ooh, and there's some bones and some arrows. Bones mean bone meal, which means we can get some crops going a little quicker than originally anticipated. Okay. So let's see, we've got some of those in there already. We'll throw our arrows in here, our bones. Let's fill our hotbar with shovels again, just so we can go and chop up our food. And then let's finish this. We're almost done. Just a diggin', just a diggin', just a diggin'. Finish off this shovel since it's already got some durability loss on it. One of the things I can do, I am going to need quite a bit of oak, and I am going to need quite a bit of wool and cobblestone for this build. Now, I don't know if you, anybody that's watching this, I've been playing Minecraft for a while. I've been playing it since it was actually, I want to say for the last 10, 12, 14 years. I actually bought Minecraft when it was still like a 64 by 64 like grid. Basically before the game even came out, when it was still a Minecraft, when it was a beta. I actually bought my account for, I think I spent like $10 for my original Minecraft account. Played it on a computer that was essentially about as powerful as a glorified calculator. I think it was like 64 by 64 world, and there was literally a border where you would run into where it would just be water around the outside, the area. So looks like we got a few shovels left over. That's good, because then we can use those later for something else. We're going to clean up the little area here. So now we've got to figure out where we're going to build our house. Like where it's going to be facing, which direction it's going to be facing. Got lots of dirt. We're probably going to be having to dispose of some of this dirt. We're going to keep a hold of a couple of these shovels. The other ones that we're going to put in here. Because it looks like what we're going to be doing here. For one, we are going to need to come over here and get some of this wood. We must have a zombie like in a cave underneath us or something. Alright, so that axe broke. I'm going to be grabbing another axe here. gonna sit here and collect all this wood, as many saplings as we can get. I think this tree here may actually be a normal tree. I just need to make sure there's no Okay. And of course, there's monsters nearby. That would be the monster that's nearby. So let's sleep. And then we can wait for these to die. In the meantime, let's head back over here. Huh. Okay, interesting to know. Okay, well we've got 23 trees. Saplings rather, that is. 5 of which are left. We'll go ahead and let those grow while we figure out our... I'm going to grab these bones because they will come in handy. Alright, so 5 iron means that we can get a bucket and a let's go ahead and craft one of these finally. Throw it down there. What I want to do is get rid of those, and then we're going to grab some of these. We're also going to grab our... Where's it at? Here. And we're going to make some paper. Then we're going to grab a cartographer table. And the reason why we're doing this is because the cartographer table is going to kind of determine which way our house faces. For one very specific reason. Because the way I decorate my house, I always want the goggles facing out. Because if you look at the cartography table, you see there's like a compass thing, and then whatever this is. There's like a little globe in the corner, and then there's some like binocular looking things. So I like to have the decoration facing out I mean, if I had this side facing out as well, it might, you know, be suitable. But I tend to like to be able to see the decoration when you walk in, which means that the front of my house, it looks like it's going to be facing that way. Which means normally I usually try to have my windows facing east and west. Which, let's see, it looks like this is west. So yeah, the goggles always point west. Now, I could put it this way. And then the front of my house would be facing that way, which means that the sun would come up in front of my house and set behind my house. But I think I'm going to just go with what I was originally thinking, which is that I'm going to have my house like somewhere in this vicinity. So we're going to grab our saplings and we're going to plant saplings in certain specific locations so that we can get trees to grow in certain spots, because that's going to make it a lot easier than having to place the wood. So I think we're going to have the back of the house starting somewhere around here. So let's say here, here, and then we have one here, then two spaces, and then here and here. We have 1, 2, 3, one here. Okay, then back here we've got 2, 3, 4, and then we've got one there, two spaces, and one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and then one there. That's going to be the outline of our house. So we're going to go ahead and start digging. And if you'll notice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we have we're going to have it be 5 wide in the front, with 1 in the middle, and then we're going to take this one in the corner off too. So we're going to have this. Now we may have to go ahead and just take this one here out, because we'll need that to be an actual solid log right away. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to dig this down 4 deep. Gonna want to grab some oak logs because I'm gonna need those to place, and then thought I had some dark oak logs, but I guess I turned them all into planks. Guess we could use some jungle wood for fences. Yeah, we'll use jungle wood for fences. That makes sense to me because of the coloring. It's gonna, I think it's gonna look okay with it. So we're gonna need to make some oak slabs. And we are going to need to make some more oak planks because we're going to need somewhere in the neighborhood of like 40-ish. And I think that should be okay. Yeah. So we're going to dig this down 3 spaces. Or at least down as far as the dirt will let us dig. We are going to have to mine it out by hand. Or mine it out with the pickaxe if that's the case. Yeah, so alright, so this is, and you can see we've already got our first tree grown. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and before the other trees start growing, we're going to go ahead and remove some of these leaves so that we can make sure that none of them get in the way of another tree growing, which it shouldn't. Okay, and we're only going to need 3 logs up, which means we're going to grab the rest of them and use them for other places on the build. We're going to go ahead and sleep here as soon as we can, as soon as it'll let us. We don't want any mobs to spawn. And I almost forgot, there's going to be a few more that are going to be growing out here. 3 gap there, 3 gap there. Then we're going to go diagonally with 1 gap, and then there, and then 3, and put 1 there. And that's what we're looking at. Now, and then we're going to go ahead and pick this up, because that's not where it's going to go. So, we can go ahead and finish digging this out. It's going to give us some extra cobblestone. We will be digging out the walls a little bit because we're going to have some continuation of the upper areas continuing down here. But we're going to go ahead and start with just digging out this area. May have to go get another pickaxe, so let's go ahead and clear out the area where the stairwell is going to be, just so we can make sure that that gets done now. Maybe we'll get lucky and get it all done. Yep. Let's go ahead and grab that last one there. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring our stairwell up to where it's going to be. So we're going to have it start down there, and we're going to just use half slabs to bring our stairwell down. This is going to allow us to get out here. And we can go ahead and grab a couple of these things here, because we will be bringing these down here. And it looks like we got another tree going there. So we are going to be placing some of these things down here already. This is where our crafting table will be. Our that's where that's going to be. So this is where I was saying that we're going to need the slabs, which I'm hesitant to do right away just because before we can do that, we need to grab some torches because we need to make sure that we don't end up in a situation where mobs start spawning in our house. So we're going to grab, let's say 32 torches to start off with. And we're going to go ahead and put these down here whereabouts they're going to be down here. And then we can go ahead and start filling in. Now, we are going to leave 3 spaces open there initially, because those 3 spaces are going to be filled in with some stone brick stairs. We're going to be using specifically we're going to be making stone brick stairs and then placing them into the furnace to cook them as the kind that are like broken, I guess. I'm not sure what they're called. I'll have to see once we get them, but it's going to be the ones we're going to make the stone brick stairs, and then we're going to put them into the furnace, cook them so they become like broken looking. And the reason why I usually do that is just because when they're broken like that, it looks like stone brick stairs but with ash, like a little bit of ash, and those are going to be the basis of our like fireplace. Now, this one also is only going to be 3 high, so we can take the extra off the top. So we got 1, 2, 3, and it looks we're going to be getting 6 extra. And then we've got another one over here we can take down. These are also only going to be 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's 2 that we can save from there. So yeah, these will be filled in with those. And we're also going to need to take this one here out, because that one's also going to be replaced with one of those. Now we can go ahead and place our bed down here temporarily. Our bed is eventually going to be on the top floor of the house. But in the meantime, we can go ahead and place the bed down here so that we have someplace safe to go when we're sleeping. When it's night, we can go down there. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to be with like the caves that are right here. If that's going to be too close, if it's going to tell us if there is monsters, then we'll have to move it around until we can find the right spot. We can also go ahead and place the first of our furnaces, which there's going to be one here, a smelter, an ore smelter, whatever it's called, yeah, going to be in the back, and then there's going to be a whatchamacallit right here, a smoker on top. Do we have enough? Yeah, we have enough cobblestone that we should be able to do that. And we're gonna grab the rest of these here. Let's go ahead and fill up our food. Yeah, let's grab... We're gonna make 3 of these. And we're just gonna place this one and this one temporarily. We're gonna grab some dirt. And we're gonna go ahead and go in here and make one of these. Yeah, just like so. We'll throw the dirt back up here. Now these ones in the front that are not directly connected to the house, these are going to be 4 tall. So just, I mean, if we get one of the really, really tall trees with the extra coming off, I mean, I don't like really dealing with them too much, but if we get one, then that's okay, because that just means a little bit of extra wood. And by doing it this way, not only do we get the extra wood that we're going to need for like the second floor of the house, but we also get extra saplings that we can use to plant for additional resources. So we'll come over here, chop these down. Then we'll have to head down and sleep because it's getting about that time. I like the fact that we're getting horses over here because we have that saddle, which means that we can go ahead and get us a horse pretty quick. As a matter of fact, I think to start off with, we might go ahead and grab the saddle out now and one of these leads, and we'll go ahead and make some... Oh, the horse despawned. Okay, well, I guess we'll just wait till we see the next one. But we might as well go ahead and make our... Oh, it looks like we've got a few trees that have grown here. So that actually went pretty quick. We literally went to sleep and came back and there was like 3 more trees that had grown up. Alrighty. So, these two have grown. Now, the building plan does call for 3 additional logs to be placed behind these two. So, we'll go ahead and place those. And then the building plan also calls for cobblestone here and here. Okay, now we are going to need glass. So let's go ahead and grab our sand out of here. And we're going to go ahead and split it into 2 piles. And we're going to grab 1 coal for each one. We're going to grab 1 there. And 1 there. Now, let's see. We're going to need an area, crops and livestock. So we're going to throw one of these down here. And I think we're going to go ahead and grab our iron ingots and our raw iron. And we're going to throw these in here and throw those in there. Then we're going to come down here and see how many of these. I think we can just make the 1. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab there's that. We're also going to grab a bucket and a set of shears. The bucket is going to be for the water, obviously. We're also going to grab a thing of panes of glass. And the panes of glass are going to be so that we can throw glass in here in this wall. We're also going to be looking for any sheeps that we can find. I want to get at least 2 sheeps, if we can find any. And we're going to be tying them up here. So, like there's one there. Let's see if we can, let's go ahead and grab him. Bring him up here. And let's see if we can get another. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find one over here somewhere. No, not yet. Not so far. Let's see. Oh, there's another little drop off there for us to watch out for. Now, I like to usually try to find two of them at the same time because it's easier than getting one and then getting the other. But since I'm not seeing another sheep, I might have to just go ahead and place the one and then just get another one when we find it. 2 sheep means that we have a higher chance of getting wool readily available. Well, let's go ahead and just put you there. We'll go ahead and shear you for some wool. And if we find another one around, we'll go ahead and grab him. But in the meantime, let's get back on the... Oh, I also want to collect these here vines from this tree, since we had one that spawned with vines. That's one less thing we have to worry about finding later. And I'm thinking that because this is being as close as it is, we may just have to go ahead and manually do these two. Because I don't think the diagonal ones want to grow. So we'll just go ahead and take care of those. But we still have those two that can grow, one of these two can grow, and then these individual ones over here can grow. We'll go ahead and we'll place a torch here and here. And we'll place one here, here, and here, and that'll help. And since we have our walls on this back part mostly done, we can go ahead and we can start filling it in. Now, I don't know if like I said, I'm not sure anybody that would be watching this, how long you've been playing Minecraft. I've been playing it for quite some time. But we have lots of YouTube people out there that do Minecraft. I've taken inspiration from a lot of people over the years. One of the ones that oh, and there we go. We got another one of those. I've taken inspiration from a lot of people in my building styles. Some of the first things that I built were based on an old Java Minecraft mod called Tale of Kingdoms or Tale of Kingship or something like that. And there was a guild house that was built as part of that. That was it was automatically built by the mod, but if you paid attention to how it was constructed, you could pretty easily recreate it without the mod. And I had built several buildings and variations of that particular guild house. Some of them were, at one point I had turned it into a mansion. I had been a builder on a Minecraft server called Medieval Kingdoms. Yeah, Medieval Kingdoms. Years back, and I had actually helped build the server spawn for that map years and years and years ago. Back when my name was Microsoft Man, but that was because I worked for a company that was contracted with Microsoft to do tech support. So I didn't work directly for Minecraft or for Microsoft, but I did work for a company that worked with Microsoft, and I was what they call a third-party Microsoft Tier 2 technical support. And like I said, I've taken inspiration from several builders over the years, and one of them was a gentleman named Madness64. He has a lot of tutorials on his channel. Even still, even though I haven't seen him put out any videos in quite some time, I see his videos up from time to time when I'm looking for like things to build and stuff like that, and I search for different things. I come across his videos, but I had come across his videos and I really liked his building style. It was mostly medieval taverns and medieval buildings and whatnot. And this house is very much inspired. It's I want to say 90% his design, and the rest of it is my modifications that I've done to it over the years of the changes in Minecraft and the things that they've added and whatnot. So, because of that, my building is probably, I want to say 90% similar to what his original design was, and then like 10% my own tweaks, variations of the build. So yeah, there's that. I'm just saying that because I want to give credit where credit is due. And if you happen to be a fan of Madness 64's builds, and you come across my live stream here, my video / live stream, or whatever you want to call it. But right now it's live stream, but later it will be a video, you know, after the fact. But if you come across it later on, and you look at it and you go, hey, I've seen that before somewhere else. You're probably somebody that has watched Madness 64's videos, because his video very much looks similar to mine, because my build is pretty similar to his original design, like I said, with a few minor changes that I've come up with myself over the years. There have been changes to the game itself that have facilitated little tweaks here and there that needed to be made in order to make the build still function, and to add the extra little things here and there that have become part of the build, or that have become part of Minecraft, such as the extra, you know, the extra type furnace types, the smoker and the smelter. So, yeah, if you're watching and it looks familiar, there's probably a reason why, and that would be the reason, because it is similar. Madness64 has some really good builds. I would say, even though I haven't seen him put out any videos recently, I would say it's still worth going and checking out his videos. If you look up his channel, type Madness64. I'm not sure if I remember off the top of my head exactly how it's spelled, but I believe it's Madness with two N's or two S's at the end, and then 64 is spelled with numbers. I believe so. I could be wrong. We are going to take the last iron ingot that we have, and we're going to throw some cobblestone in here to make some smooth stone. we're going to throw 4 of them, 7 of them in there. Three of them we're going to use to make a stone cutter. So the first 3 that come out will be for a stone cutter, which we'll go ahead and make. And that will get us a stone cutter. And that'll go there. Now I want to bring those other chests down here and get them in, and get them down here. So I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go ahead and get some of the other little things that we're gonna be using down here ready to go. One of them is we're going to be using barrels. So we're gonna go ahead and throw all this oak stuff here in here, and those. We are gonna need 2 more of those. But we're gonna want, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 barrels, 9 barrels, 10 barrels. So we're gonna need 10. To start off with, we're gonna need at least 10 barrels. So we're gonna grab some of these here. We're gonna grab some planks so we can get. Alright, now we've got 10 barrels. And those are going to go there, like so. We're also going to have 1 here, and then we're going to have 1 there. And we might as well go ahead and go to sleep because it's dark, and I don't want any mobs to spawn. We are going to be ending the stream shortly. I want to say in about approximately 30 minutes or so. We got about another 30 minutes to go for this stream. Let's go ahead and grab these 4. We're going to throw them into here. We're going to be grabbing 4 of these. And then we're going to be going to throw these in here. And throw those in there. So we can get so many horses are spawning here, which is great because that means that we can have our pick. We will get us a few horses and we'll find the best one. The rest of them we will wait until we have more resources available to us. We just need to keep an eye on that sheep to make sure. We need these two to grow here. Alright, so we've got these. Like I said, the reason why I use these here is because they look like the rest of the stone bricks, but with some, they look dirty. They look, yeah, crumbled, but they also look dirty. Like, when next to the other one, it'll make it look like, you know, obviously there's been some fire going on here. Now, the next thing we're going to need is, there's going to be a couple campfires, so we're going to... This build takes 3 campfires to build completely. And we're going to do that. And then, like I said, we're also going to be moving all of the stuff from... So, like, all of this stuff, all this wood can go in here. We're going to throw dirt in here. Miscellaneous just oddities like the vines can go in this one. Tools can go in here. This one is going to be for other building blocks like the glass and such. Oh, tools like the bucket and the shears. Those specific crafting blocks and stuff can go here. All my really good metal stuff can go here, like ores and stuff. Actually, I think I might end up moving all my ores and stuff over here. We will need more eventually because we're gonna need like 5, 6 more up here. So we'll eventually need 6 more. But let's start with these 2 chests. So we can go ahead and start moving these. We'll throw all this dirt in here. Throw our tools. Alright, so hostile mob drops will be in the one on the left, which will be this. We'll also have like arrows in this one. Passive mob drops will go here. Chests will be placed down here. Let's go ahead and grab these last couple dirt. Like I said, we probably will be getting rid of some of this dirt later. But in the meantime, we can hold on to it. So let's see, we got some hostile mob drops here. This passive mob drops. Let's see. Some oddities like this. We'll throw our seeds in here for now. We'll throw our saplings in here. Let's see, yeah, this one will be for food. Got a chest there going. And it looks like we got another tree. That's great, because that means that we're one step closer to finishing this first floor. But at least that will give us the ability to close this off and make us safe. Now this one's only going to be too high here, because there's going to be a bit of a tweak to the way this one is done. And that's basically, you're going to have 3, you're going to have 1 here, and then you're going to have that. So now we just wait for that last one. We will have to collect some more we will have to collect some more cobblestone, obviously, because we're going to have to make some stone stair or stone bricks and stone brick stairs and things for the fireplace. So we will have to eventually do that. Let's go ahead and throw the rest of the dirt up here. We're going to throw the rest of the wood here. Wood bowls, wood. Alright, so we're going to throw these things here. Here. Our miscellaneous other crafting stuff here. Let's see, food. Different types of trees. Miscellaneous oddities such as this and this. Feathers. Actually, no, you know what? Feathers. And this. Those would be... This would go here. Emeralds and that go here. Passive mob drops go here. This would go here. Tools, these would be tools. Armors would go here. And then, you know what? I think for the time being, we'll just throw our coal in here because it fits in with miscellaneous others. And that's the rest of it. Getting pretty close to night. Let's go ahead and throw our other chests down. Okay, so we've got more wood types. Got that. Gravel. This wood or this dirt block can go up here. This can go here. Armor. Tools. Passive mob drops. Food. Oh, we've got a creeper coming our way. Oh, we've got an egg. Can be under. Alright, so we are gonna have to start looking at getting some more cobblestone. And there is a way that we're gonna do this, but we're gonna have to be careful about how we do this. We don't end up in a situation where we don't have enough to keep making tools. So let's see, we're gonna have passive mob spawns, food, let's see, I think I'm gonna turn these all into sticks. I'm gonna make a couple of these just so I have them. Alright, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. And we're gonna throw that there, and then we're gonna come over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Okay, then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. An extra 2. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to come back like this. Yep, and I foresaw that. This is going to give us our cobblestone. We can this is going to give us our starting cobblestone. We will eventually get a whole lot more once we start digging our mine shaft. And you think, why would you dig a mine shaft inside your house? You run the risk of having mobs spawn down below and coming up. Well, the way we're going to make this, the likelihood of them getting up to the house is going to be minimal. And any place there's a possibility of mob spawning will have it lit up well enough to where nothing will spawn. Maybe we might get some slimes. Definitely gonna have to dig that one out. But now we also have a couple Alrighty. So we can go ahead and go down here. Throw a few extra torches down here where we're gonna have torches, except for, let's say, right here. These. Okay, so we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then, yeah. Let's go ahead and sleep so we can prevent mobs from spawning. And then I'm gonna grab our coal. Okay. So I wasted one. Okay. This one's just the right height. We need them 4 tall. And that's all of the build as far as the wood goes. We just need to finish off the walls real quick. Let's go ahead and sleep. Let's get the first floor done to where we can be safe in our house. We did get rid of the we're gonna have to grab a few of these. We're gonna grab 16 just to have a nice even number there. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can okay. We've got a stair there, stair there, a stair there, stair there, stair, stair, stair. And we've got one of those there, one of those there, which is going to be followed up with a one of those and one of those. And here we've got one facing this way, one facing this way, one facing this way, and then one facing out. We will need a few more, apparently. We're gonna need, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more stairs. And then we'll need those there. So we're gonna need 5 more stairs to get us to that point. And then once we get to the top, we're gonna need 8, 9, 10. And then the rest of these can be I believe, yeah. And while we're at it, we may as well grab our campfires. I think we're gonna make a jungle door, see how that looks to start off with. So let's grab 2 of those, then we'll grab, yeah, I think we'll go with a some jungle wood doors to start off with. We're gonna grab one of our hay bales. I need some dirt for scaffolding. Yeah. Okay, so we've got some stairs like this. And then we're gonna have upside down stair there. Okay, that gets me to here. Then here I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3. I need 2 and 3. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go grab. Alrighty. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, and we're gonna have that. Okay. Okay. So we've got one of these. With ouch. With ouch. Yeah, that's it. Alright, well at least now I'm safe inside my little area. So other than the possibility of my self forgetting to sleep, we should be safe. And this is what we're going to call the stream for today. So have a nice day and join me again next time when we continue this journey.